Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
They're on 25-yard line.
Here we go.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, gun.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. Go ahead.
They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
21. Hey, gun.
Check the call. Check. 53, Mike.
21. I got you.
Mike, 53, Mike.
This is Tomlinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Check Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Get a roll. Red. Hot. Kill. Watch the twist. Same on.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick. Buying time to his left. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Come. Go. Whip.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On the double. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Go. Mike 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go. That's what I do. Alert 3. Kill.
To throw, Vick. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Like 80!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Switch it.
12.
SOS.
I got you.
53.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Tomlinson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. 180!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
I got you.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
120!
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
White. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 54. I got one. Hustle. Mike, go. Shut up.
Vic now. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Vic to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
24 is the mark.
On play action, Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... Watch the ship.
Another try after the first down sack. Vic got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taking down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Vic. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Watch out, watch out. 22, 22,
They'll run it here. This is James White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Vic. It's complete. James White. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 7, Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and long for Vick. Goodwin able to haul it in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
You got 3. Hey, check 24. Watch 23. Check 4.
There's Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Gets this inside the 35-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Cut. Like this. 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you right now. You better bring it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Vick. Man open. It's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Vick. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Vick, 3rd and goal. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Tomlinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 79 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown. We're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing, Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vick. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the screen.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Back. Slap.
Now Vick stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Patrick, check 52.
On third down, Vick. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, gun. Let's go, defense. I got you.
On second down, Tomlinson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, gun.
They go again to Tomlinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Vick. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
I'm coming for you. You must.
Vick operating on 1st down. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Hey, Charlie.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Right there, 56. Watch the pass.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go. Yo.
Back to throw. Vic. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Vic. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
It'll be Vick once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Hey, switch gears.
I got you. 51, Mike 51.
We want this.
Hey, gun.
Again, it's Tomlinson.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 180. You ain't going nowhere. Yes.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
56 right there. 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check. Check three, check three, check three. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist. Check 99.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 23 yards, the final tally. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick, he's going to let, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
I got this.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Another run with Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. 56. Mike's 56. Switch. Deuce. What's that? He's checking. Crash. Check 37.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Switch. Go. Wide, get wide. Check 43. Under 10. 10.
On 4th down, Vick steps away to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game.